Hello. Now, girkin is a sort of, isn't it some sort of marrow type thing? I think it is, or something that you stick up in the middle of London. If you pronounce it with a bit more of a Russian lilt, it's a girkin. And this morning, Igor Girkin, better known by his nom de guerre of Strelkov. Strelkov was the man who apparently shot down the plane. He was arrested at his flat and escorted in an unknown direction by FSB agents on extremism charges. Well, that's a little bit absurd, isn't it? I mean, how he is a definition of extremist, linked to the Wagner Brigade, shooting down civilian planes. Anyway, previously, Girkin, self-described Russian nationalist, vegetable, was the Minister of Defense in the internationally unrecognized Donetsk People's Republic in eastern Ukraine. Prior to this, he served as an FSB officer himself for 18 years in a counter-terrorism unit, allegedly committing war crimes such as instigating forced disappearances of civilians in Chechnya. In 2014, he was appointed the Crimean Self-Defense Commander, aiding in the annexation of Crimea as the Kremlin's emissary, while in charge of the only unit of Crimean militia. Strelkov had also personally negotiated the withdrawal of Ukrainian forces from Crimea and admitted to helping forcibly drive deputies to vote for Crimea to join Russia in the illegitimate referendum. I wonder what that involved. Strelkov was eventually dismissed from his position of Minister of Defense of the likewise unrecognized Donetsk People's Republic in 2014 after being charged with orchestrating the infamous downing of the Malaysian Airlines Flight 17 commercial aircraft over Ukrainian airspace, which caused 298 civilian deaths and for which he was found guilty in The Hague. And during the current war in Ukraine, Girkin Strelkov has on his Telegram channel been a well-known commentator of the unfolding events of the pro-Russian state and the what's it called, the special military operation. However, despite his support for the cause, his heroic support for the cause, his unquestioning support for the cause, his channel has consistently presented criticism from the other side. He has often accused the Russian military of not being sufficiently hardline and of bungling the invasion, attacking top generals for inefficiency and even regularly bashing Putin's decision-making. RBC News has suspected that the recent arrest may have been caused by Strelkov's links to the Wagner Brigade, headed by Prigozhin, another infamous pro-war, anti-Putin figure who has fallen out of favour with the Kremlin since June's attempted mutiny. In an interview with The Guardian in 2016, Strelkov proclaimed himself an inconvenient figure for the Russian government, saying that they can't arrest him because it would be seen as bowing to the West to call him a terrorist, but they are afraid to give him an honorary medal. It seems like he's received the honour he was begging for. Legal proceedings, potential imprisonment, and a rectal examination for political extremism. There we are. Girkin.